Hey, 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 everyone. It's Becky Thames, the Amazon Queen here, and I am super fired up. I am super duper excited to be here with you. Finally, I have not done a live webinar in like forever, so I'm super excited to be here with you. So before we get started, let me know if you can hear me and if you can see my screen. Your screen should say The Real Story: How to Find Products That Make $50 per Day, even if you've never sold online before. So let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. I am going to send you a message by text as well and see if you guys can hear me before we get started. Corrine has raised her hand. Corrine, can you hear me? Let me see here. So I see you guys raising your hands, so I think you can hear me. Hey there, yes, you can hear me. Tiffany said you can hear me and see me. Awesome, awesome. Okay, guys, so what I'm gonna do for you today is I'm gonna give you an e-commerce system step by step, and I'm gonna show you why my products made over $1.3 million in sales and why most people fail. And so that's what I want you to learn. Who wants to learn how to sell on Amazon? If you're watching me right now, you let me know in the chat box if you want to learn how to sell on Amazon, because guys, I've done my research and there's a ton of courses out there, but they just don't get it. They don't hit the mark. And so this webinar is all about making sure that you get the step-by-step system and the success that you're really after. Yes, I see me. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome. Okay, oh, I had wrote Happy Tuesday. Let me send that to you guys. So Happy Tuesday. So listen, I want you to give me all of your attention. So put away your phones, shut down social media, lock yourself in the bathroom if you have to, because what I'm going to share with you tonight is how to cha-ching the crap out of your products. No uphill battles, no struggles, just fun with huge profits. Now, I'm going to share with you how I went from a Candy Crush addict to $1 million e-commerce seller. How many of you play Candy Crush or some of those silly games, and that's what, you know, is sucking your time out from under you? So what I'm going to do today is I am going to show you how to find products, but there's a lot of people on here that don't know who I am, and so I want to share with you just a brief intro for who I am. I'm going to share with you how I sold one product over 7,000 times on Amazon while cruising the seas and enjoying my family. And I'm also going to share with you my $1 million private label secrets so you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. And oh my gosh, have I made some mistakes. I've made a ton of mistakes. And you know, I'm really tired of all the BS on the market, the hopes and the dreams of just being sold to people without the detailed systems to back them up. So I want to put it out front to you today. You know, I'm really tired of that. And so I'm just going to share with you how you can find your products tonight. So maybe you heard of me tell my $1 million story on stage in Atlanta. It was incredible to stand up in front of hundreds of people and say, I made it. I finally made it. I made it through all the bull crap, and this is how I did it. Or maybe you're watching me because you saw my sweet baby girl Bentley wearing my Amazon Queen tiara. So who is this webinar for? Guys, if you desperately want to make a difference in the world, if you want to make more time, or you can't make more time, but if you want to have more time and more money, and you want to work from home, and you want to spend more time with your family, then this is definitely the webinar for you. Now, who is this webinar not for? If you're a complainer, if you're just here to gather information and not do anything with it, if you're chasing shiny objects, does any of that sound familiar? I mean, are you just instead of an entrepreneur, you're an informationer, meaning you just gather information and then you don't do anything with it? That's not what I want you to be, because I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on my e-commerce education, but every single one of the courses and trainings and gurus and mentors and coaches that I hired or bought a course, I've done something with it. And so that's what I want you to do, because 9 times out of 10, you probably have some courses sitting on your shelves, sitting in a folder somewhere on your computer, and you're not doing anything with it. But what I want you to focus on is what I call JIT, which is just in time learning. So that's what I want you to do, because I don't want you to play small. I want you to play big so you can win in this big thing called Amazon. Okay, guys, this is a no BS webinar. I'm going to be really, really honest with you. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to be real, because a lot of people out on the internet are not real, right? I want to help you create your private label product, and I want to help you create your product quickly and avoiding the pitfalls and the mistakes that I made. So here is Wonder Woman right here. I want you to think about this. This is about you becoming a superhero and creating your own product. And I hope that this hits home for you. And for the dudes that are watching you right now, or watching me right now, man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. It's like, I finally have a system so that I can make it. So let me be clear. I'm not about to show you how to sprinkle some magical unicorn poop on your computer and miraculously make $1 million product. I just can't do that. This is an actual product, guys. Literally, this product came from thisiswhyimbroke.com. Don't go there right now, because you're not supposed to be on your phone. You're supposed to be getting a piece of paper and taking notes. But if you go to thisiswhyimbroke.com, this is an actual product that is on there. But I can show you how to private label your own unicorn poop candy and your own unicorn poop soap. So listen, for those of you that stay with me to the very, very end of this listing, I'm going to give you a 100% free Amazon FBA funnel. So for those of you that don't know what FBA is, it stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. And you can use this funnel to sell anything on Amazon or even off of Amazon, because funnels are going to be the way of the future. So who is Becky Thames? Who's this girl screaming at you from the other side of your screen? Well, I'm the Amazon queen. I'm married with 2 boys. I live in Goose Creek, South Carolina, and I am passionate about helping people live full and authentic lives. I'm the founder of PrivateLabelCourse.com. I'm the founder of TheDriveAt5.com. So if you are not following me on Facebook, I would highly recommend that you do, because I go live not every day, but maybe 5 out of 7 days, and I give some type of e-commerce tip or trick or story that can help you improve in your e-commerce business. And I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, and if I can help thousands of people sell online, I know that I can help you too. And I'm also the founder of BeckyThames.com, because I don't think anybody else can do it, right? All right, guys. So listen, I have had some amazing wins. I was able to purchase my dream car, which was a black Cadillac. I was able to stand up in front of all of my peers and get recognized for my $1 million club for having over $1 million in sales when I was in Baltimore, Maryland. It was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic to stay up there and receive all these awards. But I'm not going to tell you about all the amazing things and leave out all the bullcrap that I had to go through, because life's going to throw you some curveballs. I promise you that. They may not be the same type that I had, but no matter how much training I give you, no matter how many YouTube videos you watch, life is going to throw you some curveballs, right? I also had an amazing win. I was able to retire my husband in July of 2016. This is Big Papa. His name is Bud, and if you've been watching me live, meet Big Papa. So we retired him from the fire service, and he has been home with our boys for the past 3 years. So some devastating falls that I had. Okay, this post that you're watching me right now, I posted it October 21st, 2015. And I'll read it, long story short, but basically it says that when I first started in this e-commerce business, I was married to an amazing husband, 2 very active boys. I stayed up late and I listed items on eBay. I woke up early and I listed. I just kept listing and listing and listing, kind of like Forrest Gump, just kept running and running and running. And I wanted to quit so many times. I mean, I wanted to like smash the computer with a hammer sometimes, right? But I didn't. I was very frustrated. I just got up, I walked away. I had my first sale and I lost 7 cents. Guys, I was devastated. I had put in so many hours, so much time, and I had a pity party and nobody showed up but Ben and Jerry and their chocolate therapy right there, ice cream, right? And I was like, you know what? It was like, poor me, poor me. And then I was, even at one point, my husband looked me square in the eyes and he was like, Becky, are you going to get up and clean this house? And I was like, no. I was like, there are people that are out there making $10,000 a month, selling on eBay, selling on Amazon. And if they can do it, I can do it too. And there's no difference, right? But the difference is I was committed and I was going to do whatever it took to make it happen. Stay up late, get up early, you know, listen to training on my way to work, listen to training while I'm at lunch, listen to training on my way from work. My car was a rolling library, right? But now, since I've had over $1.3 million in sales, we actually hire someone that blesses our house weekly with her amazing cleaning skills. I mean, she even folds our toilet paper like a rose every Thursday, right? And so no matter what you're going through, guys, I want to encourage you to stick with it, because a lot of times people see me on Amazon, they're like, oh, it was easy for you, but they don't know this backstory. And so that's what I want to share with you today, guys. It's not always been roses. I only have 13 products on Amazon. As you know, I only do consumables. That's what I mainly focus on. And a consumable is a disposable item that you use over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm proud to say that I have some clients or customers, they're not my clients, but some Amazon customers that have been buying my product every month since 2014, or every quarter since 2014. So what I'm creating is brand loyalty, and that's what I want to encourage you to do as well. But I've also had some devastating falls because, guys, I gained 50 pounds. I don't know if you know what 50 pounds of fat looks like, but that's what it looks like on your screen. Like this right here, it's 5 pounds of fat. And I had like 10 extra of those, right? All from the stress of trying to learn this, trying to do things the hard way, trying to figure it out one way or another. And I don't want you to go through that. Now, I'm going to tell you more about that shortly, but I'm no one special. Now, yes, I have been successful in my career. I work a full-time career. I have 3 jobs. I work in the science industry. I absolutely, positively love my career. I love the company that I work for. I love the chemists that I supervise. I love everything about it. Even though I have these 3 degrees, guys, I want you to know that it was out of necessity that I continued to get the degrees and get the degrees and get the degrees, because I was drowning in student loan debt. Let me know in the comments if you have student loan debt, right? You know, because a lot of people in the United States, not only in the United States, a lot of people have a lot of student loan debt. And so I was one of them, and I was drowning. And you know how before I showed you Wonder Woman and Superman? Well, this was my wonder. This was me. This was my, it was bad. You know, I was just a master of degrees, but I was shackled by debt. So this was my superhero. And it wasn't something that I was like, it's just not a good superhero, right? I don't wish this on anybody to be shackled by that much debt. But don't get me wrong, guys, I'm super proud of my degrees, but it's like, because I came from absolutely nothing. In fact, this is the home that I grew up in. It's in a town called North, South Carolina, but except when I lived there, it was pink. And not like the beautiful rainbow row pink like here in Charleston, South Carolina. No, guys, this was like a Pepto-Bismol pink 9-room cinder block house that I grew in. There was no AC, no heat. We had to open the windows and put fans in there, right? Sometimes we didn't even have hot water. And this was like in the 80s. So we had to boil our water. But my mom, she did the best she could, right? I had an older brother and a younger sister, and she did the best that she could as a single mom. But now, even as a lab director, I was playing life smaller than I wanted to. I've worked in the science industry for the past 24 years, but I have a goal that I want to help as many people as humanly possible earn some extra money online. That's my goal. That's what I'm striving for right now. So what I'm getting ready to show you, these are actually documented 1099Ks from Amazon. I'm going to show you that these are some real results. They're my results. So I'm not going to guarantee that you're going to have these results, but I just want to share with you my results. So my very first year on Amazon, $405,529.80. In 2015, on my husband's account, $96,377.90. In 2016, on our business account, $115,168.31. One day on Amazon, I sold 1,237 items, $18,220.25 in one day. And then this is the last snapshot that I've shared of my personal results, November 15th, 2016, $328,934.52. And I'm not showing you these numbers to like wow you. I'm showing you these because they are possible. And if I can do it, you can do it too. And another reason I quit sharing my numbers is one time, somebody sent me a message and they were like, Becky, what are you doing, trying to brag with your big numbers? And I'm like, no. And I know some people are like sharing their screenshots and doing this and doing that. And then people are saying, oh, those are fake numbers. And so I said, well, I'll just show you my 1099Ks and like block out my EIN, my social, my husband's social. But the point is I'm making sales every single day while I'm living life. And you can do the exact same thing too. But I want you to know that these results are not typical, but they do show you what is possible with selling your own branded product on Amazon. One more time, I'm no one special, but this webinar, guys, it's all about you. It's all about you private labeling your own product. It's all about you making your first dime online, and it's about you getting that product idea out of your head and private labeled as soon as possible. So basically, I want to help you create your own private label product, regardless of your shape, your gender, your color, your background, or any excuses that you tell yourself about why you can't succeed. Because if I can succeed, I know that I can help you to succeed as well. So now, to give you the goods of the webinar, I actually did a ton of research because I really wanted to understand why people don't private label products. Why do people fail? So I polled 3 of my friends and I asked them all the exact same question. My first friend was Pam. I said, Pam, in your opinion, what is the biggest reason people fail with private label? And she said, I think the reason most people fail with private label is they don't know the right keywords to target and they don't have a clue how to create an effective marketing campaign. I said, Pam, thank you so much. I get it. Thank you. And so this is Mike. Mike is a pastor. I asked him the exact same question. He said, in my opinion, the reason most people fail with private label is in the research of the product they want to use. Picking the right product is the base for success in e-commerce and private label. And one more here, I asked my friend Karen, she's an amazing hairdresser out in Utah. Look at her beautiful hair. And she said, I think one big reason is not making their product stand out. For example, the name, the label, the packaging, the description, etc. And I said, I get that so much. Thank you. So if I can show you how to make your product stand out, that would be cool, right? Yes. So this is what some others have said, why they don't private label. I don't know how to do it. It would take me too long. I might not make any money out of it. It would be too hard. And why would someone want to buy my product? Why would they want to buy my product? So I hope that you're finding value in this webinar right now, because believe me, I'm getting ready to lift the roof off of this. I promise you, if you do what I'm going to tell you to do, you're going to cry a lot less than I did. You're going to maybe make money faster than I did. You're going to have less stress than I did. I can guarantee that one. And you're going to reach your goals faster than I did. And I'm like counting these on my fingers as I'm doing them, right? Cry less, make money faster, have less stress, and reach your goals faster. Okay, so now I'm going to take a sip of water, and then we're going to fly through the 3 cha-ching secrets that I want you to know. So let me know in the chat box, am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Let me know in the chat box. Okay, I'm seeing go fast, go fast. Okay, I'll go faster, as fast as I can talk and get some water. Okay, so the 3 cha-ching secrets that we're going to talk about today is you can research and find your own products that are already selling on Amazon. Number 2, you are incredible, and you can have a wildly successful private label product as long as you remember this one thing. And the third thing is you don't need to be an expert or even a seasoned marketer to have your own private label product. So we're going to jump right into the first secret. You can research and find your own products that are already selling on Amazon. When I first started out, I was investing more in my business than I was getting out of it, and I want to share with you how I did the research. But before we do that, I have a quick question for you. Imagine that you have your first product picked and it's already selling on Amazon, and your profit is $50 per day. So you're already bringing home $50 per day profit. What would an extra $50 per day or $1,500 per month do for you? Write it in the chat box. Let me know, what would you do with an extra $1,500 per month? I know what I would do with an extra $1,500. Let me know what you would do. Pay off debt, spend it, travel the world, pay student loans, buy clothes, buy a car, invest. Yes, that's what you can do. Pay off debt first, then invest. Those are the types of things that you can do with an extra $1,500. But now imagine that you have your second and your third product picked, and they're selling $50 per day on Amazon.com too, $50 per day profit. So now you're making an extra $150 per day or $4,500 per month. What would an extra $4,500 a month do for you? Pay off student loans, buy more product. Yes, guys, these are the types of things that you can do with an extra $4,500 per month. And these numbers are reality numbers. Sometimes you make more than that, right? Sometimes you make less, sometimes you make more. But if you have a system in place, all you have to do is follow the system and then rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Now, you've seen all the gurus out there making all the money, and now it's your turn. But if you're sitting there and you're like, but Becky, you did it, and I'm going to say, shut up. Like, shut up, because seriously, I want you to listen to me right now. It's your turn. It's your turn to cha-ching. It's your turn to earn your first dime online. And you can do it. All you need is one word. And that one word, are you ready for it? The one word that you absolutely must need is system. And I've said it earlier, if you follow a system, this is the one word that helped me leverage my e-commerce business. This is the one word that helped me do it part-time and make more money on my part-time Amazon business than my 2 master's degrees at a full-time career that I've been at for 24 years. And I'm a director at my job. I'm really, really high up, and I make more money on Amazon. So if you're ready, we're going to jump into it. Now, this whole notion of system comes from this book called The E-Myth Revisited. It's by Michael Gerber, and it's about why most small businesses don't work and what to do about it. If you don't have that book, get it on audio, purchase it, buy it on eBay, go to the bookstore, buy it as a gift, because it is what every successful entrepreneur knows, and you need to know it too. And it's all about following a system. This is Anita. One day out of the blue, I just sent Anita a message, and I was like, hey, like, Happy New Year. And she wrote back, and she's like, Becky's training course was the perfect jump start for our private label supplemental company. We have had success since day one on Amazon. We truly appreciate her taking our calls even after the course. So Anita and her fiance, they do supplements, right? Now, I will say supplements are very, very hard to break into. but Anita and her fiance were already in the entrepreneurial world, and so they had some funds behind them for marketing. So don't do supplements if you don't have the marketing funds to get you on the first page of Amazon, because that is a cutthroat industry. So now I'm going to share with you how an average girl like me started with no experience, no product, no website, no blog, no email list, no insider secrets, and no easy button. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to give you my 4-step process to cracking the Amazon code. This is what I personally use to select and launch a private label product and generate over $1.3 million in sales on Amazon part-time. So the very first thing to cracking the Amazon code is you have to have the right product. Now, what you have to do is you have to clearly define your market and your audience first. And I'm going to read this to you because I don't want to mess it up. I have it right here. I want to talk to you today about mastery. Mastery comes from focusing on the things that won't change. It doesn't come from the latest gimmicks or fads or magic softwares or flavors of the month. The world of e-commerce is constantly changing. This constant state of change confuses people and distracts them from the bedrock principles that never change. True masters in e-commerce, the multimillionaires, they focus on what won't change. You always want to find a product that your audience wants. That's the first P in cracking the Amazon code, the right product. Okay. The second P is the right place. You need to know where to go to find these items once you find the right product. You know, how do you find your suppliers? What do you say to your suppliers? That's the right place. And the third one is the right price. You always want to negotiate. A great negotiator has, my negotiating skills have saved me so much money. And so you always want to get the right price and the right promotion. These 4 Ps are the marketing mix. It's the right place, the right product, the right place, the right price, and the right promotion. This is one of the things that I learned in grad school, and I never, ever forgot it. I would go around and I would say, you know, the 4 Ps, because you can look it up, you can Google it on the internet. And I'm really, really surprised that none of the other gurus base their training on the 4 Ps, because it's been around forever and ever and ever. And that's the secret to getting on the first page of Amazon and cracking the Amazon code. So right product, right place, right price, and right promotion. So what is Amazon FBA? If you're watching me and you're brand new, you don't even know what Amazon FBA is, I'm going to share with you right now. Basically, it's where it stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. It's where you or your supplier ships the product to Amazon. Amazon stores your product. A customer comes to the Amazon website and buys your product, and then Amazon goes and picks it and packs it up and ships it to your customer. And Amazon provides the customer service, and you get paid every 2 weeks, like clockwork, deposited directly into your bank account. So why is FBA the bomb? First, you don't need to store products at your house. Basically, you buy the products however you're sourcing them. You send the products to Amazon. Amazon stores your products. The customers purchase your products. Amazon picks and packs your products. Amazon ships the products to the customers, and Amazon does all the customer service. You don't need to store your products, and there's no need to hire associates to do it for you. So the number one question that I get asked is, well, Becky, if you're doing so well on Amazon, why are you still working a full-time career? I already told you that I love my career of 24 years, but look at this formula down here, guys. After I find the product and my supplier ships the product directly to Amazon, I have a hands-free business other than one hazmat product that we sell from home that Big Papa walks out to the mailbox and puts it in the mailbox, right? Other than that one product, or actually, he actually has to drive it to the post office sometimes because there's more sales than will fit in our mailbox. So most of the time, he's driving like about 2 miles to the United States Postal Service. But anyway, if you look down here, there's nothing that I do other than find the initial product, and now I monitor my pay-per-click. Now, could I be researching more products and more products? Absolutely, yes, I can. But I don't get fulfillment by that. I get fulfillment by helping you find your first product, because that's what I found is what gets me excited. When people call me and people text me and they're like, Becky, I sold my first item today. Becky, I found my first item. Becky, Becky, Becky. And I'm like, yes, 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 because that's when I get excited. That's what gets me out of the bed every single morning. So what we're going to talk about now are some different ways to find products. I'm just going to grab another sip of water. Just a side note, I used to see people doing these webinars and everybody gets a sip of water, and I was like, is that like a secret to doing a webinar? You have to take a sip of water? But no, guys, because I talk so much and I'm talking so fast, my throat is, hopefully it'll last. So it's really a functional reason why people actually drink water when they're doing these webinars. So the first thing we're going to talk about is wholesale. Now, wholesale refers to a type of business. It's usually like a business to business. You can buy large quantity of goods directly from a manufacturer or distributor, and then you sell them on Amazon. Retail arbitrage is actually when you go out physically shopping. You go to the Walmarts, you go to the Kohl's, you go to the Targets, wherever you're going, and you find items, some on clearance, some for full price. This is me, literally, my first trip out, the one with the purple boxes, my first trip out. There were 3 big shelves of these like rock'em sock'em glove type things. They were $7 at Walmart. They were selling for $20 on Amazon, and I only cleared 1 shelf, and I was by myself, so I had to push this big old cart. I couldn't even see. I asked a stranger in front of me to take my picture, and so that is me, and I was so excited. The very next day on my lunch break, I went to a Walmart near my work, and I found these little water balloons, and I made $100 on my lunch break, right, by doing retail arbitrage. So that's one way that you can make money on Amazon. Online arbitrage, it's the exact same thing as retail arbitrage, but instead of you going out physically shopping, you just click and ship. So you find the items online, you purchase them, and then you either ship them to a prep center or you ship them to your home and you prep to send to Amazon. Now, there's a couple of problems with sourcing, but before we get into those problems, I want to talk to you about private label. Private label is amazing because that's when you're the manufacturer. Like, I'm the manufacturer of my private label products. You're going to be the manufacturer of your private label products. You get to control every single thing about your product. You get to control the packaging. You get to control what goes into the product. You get to control the way it looks. You get to control what the packaging says, the colors, the dimensions of the product, every single thing. So the product, the packaging, the logo, and your marketing needs to be better than your competition. So what are the problems with some of these sourcing methods that I told you? One, you don't own the product. If you're going out doing retail arbitrage, it's usually name brand products, and anyone can sell that product if it has the same UPC. So that's what we call piggybacking. So if you're doing retail arbitrage, you may see a lot of sellers on the same item. And you have to share the buy box. You have to play nice in the sandbox, and you have to compete on price. And if you're doing retail arbitrage, you have limited inventory because you can only purchase what's on the shelf, right? But with private label products, you get to own the product because you're the manufacturer. You get to customize the product and add all the value. You customize the packaging. You own the buy box because you're the only seller, and you get to set your own price and control your inventory. So what we're going to do now, we're going to jump into the how to find the product, the right product. So this is that easy 4-step system. So the right product. Where can you go to find products? So first of all, you can go to popular sites like eBay. You can look on Amazon for popular Amazon products. You can go to department stores and websites. So when you walk into the Walmart, like soon as you walk in, what do you see? You know, it's summertime right now, so you may be seeing, it's Memorial Day weekend. You may see like picnic items. You may even see charcoal grills. You might see some baked beans. And these marketers have spent millions of dollars, and I want you to use their marketing dollars to give you product ideas that you can see. Now, if you physically can't go to Walmart or Lowe's, I mean, if you walk in Lowe's right now, you might see lawnmowers, and you might say, well, Becky, I can't private label a lawnmower. And you can't. Well, you can if you have a ton of money, but think of disposable products that may go along with a lawnmower. What about a leaf bag? Or what about a key holder, like one of those little magnetic key holders that you can put under your lawnmower in case you lock yourself out of your house? There's so many things that you can do with looking at what's currently on the market and then thinking of what is something disposable that's comparable to this product, right? So like grilling, you could private label, which I wouldn't recommend this, but you know, the little grill lighters that you can like light a grill with. I wouldn't do that one, but it's an example of something that's disposable that has to do with grills, okay? You can look at magazine ads. You can go to the websites. If you physically can't go in the store, go to walmart.com, go to lowes.com, and what's the first thing that pops up? That's what people are actually looking for right now. So my guess is, you know, Father's Day is coming up. They're going to be looking for Father's Day gifts. July 4th, some people are already shopping for 4th of July items. You may, you know, sometimes when you go in Walmart, you're like, God, they have Christmas stuff out and Halloween's not even over yet. Some people are buying it. That's the only reason it's out there, because there are shoppers that tell them, hey, we want to start Christmas shopping, you know, right before Halloween. And so I want you to think, when you're thinking of products to sell on Amazon, I want you to be a season or two ahead when you're finding your products. Another one of my favorite is a touch list. Write down everything you touch for like 14 days, 2 weeks, everything you touch. And what's going to happen is some hobbies are going to come up. You're going to start brainstorming and write your list, and you'll see some different ideas coming up. And one of my favorites is just to listen. Guys, we learn so much by listening. I've gotten so many product ideas by listening to other people talk, watching what other people post on Facebook, watching, like one time my friend posted this. She's like, I'm having so much fun with this charcoal toothpaste, and it was all black. And she's like, I just got my whole mouth all black. And I was like, oh, charcoal toothpaste. Now, never ever order anything that you eat or you put on your skin. Never order anything like that from China. But I was like, charcoal toothpaste, what would go with charcoal toothpaste? Who's the consumer that would use a charcoal toothpaste? Oh, maybe I'll research bamboo toothbrushes. Now, just by seeing my friend's picture with the charcoal toothpaste, most people wouldn't think of an organic bamboo toothbrush, right? And you can even bundle those together, charcoal toothpaste, bamboo toothbrush, and complete, or have a bundle, right? So here is just how simple it is to find product ideas. So what I did, I typed in the word 50. A couple of years ago, Big Papa was turning 50. I typed in 50. I hit enter on Amazon. Now, over here, you see the Amazon bestsellers list. You could literally like throw a dart at any of them if you want to, but you could pick any department that you want. Although I recommend that you pick a department that is ungated. So almost everyone is ungated in the home and kitchen, or kitchen and gardening, or whatever. This one is home and kitchen. But so what I did, and when you type in the word 50, you can look at the top. It has bestsellers, hot new releases, the movers and the shakers, what people most wish for, what you can give as gift ideas. And literally, you can close your eyes if you want to and just start clicking over there on the left. That's what I did with this one. So I typed in the word 50, and I started clicking on items. I clicked on home and kitchen, event and party supplies, cake decorating supplies, cake and cupcake toppers, and cake toppers. Do you see how far I went down in the sub categories? Write this down if you're taking note. notes. The riches are in the niches. The riches are in the niches. So I went all the way down. I found an item just by typing the word 50. And this is the product that I came on. It's a 3 by 3 by 3 inch clear gift box. $26.99 for 50 of them. So look at this. It has the Amazon's Choice badge. It's ranked 12,221 as the bestseller rank. And if you're new to Amazon, bestseller rank or BSR, the lower the number, the more sales that it has. It only has one fulfillment by Amazon seller, which tells me that it may be a private label product. The reviews, it has 4.5 star reviews. Those are good reviews. It had 40 people that actually gave a review. Statistics normally show that for every 100 buyers, like one person leaves a review. So for them to have 40 reviews, if they did it honestly, they would have a lot more sales, right? And so this is the type of thing that you want to look for. Okay? So what you want to look for, this is the criteria right here. I want you to write this down, or when I load all of them, you can take a screenshot. The minimum price is $10. That means the lowest price is $10. Now, why do you say that, Becky? Okay, so we're going to assume if the lowest price is $10, the price of the item is going to cost you probably $3.33. Amazon's going to make $3.33. And your profit's going to be $3.33. So we want you to make more than $3.33 per item. Now, I have items that I paid landed price here in the US 16 cents. That's 0.16 cents for it wasn't my first private label, but it is private labeled. 16 cents landed price. Sells all day long for $9.97 on Amazon. Every single day there's a sale, right? 16 cents. So in that case, you know, I paid 16 cents. Amazon gets their $3.33. There's a ton of margin left for me, right? That's why I say a minimum of $10. You want it to weigh less than 2 pounds. And the reason for that is the cheaper the less the weight, the cheaper the landed cost to you. So if you fly it over, if it comes over by plane, it's going to be cheaper than, well, coming over by boat is cheaper, but if it weighs less, you can maybe get it cheaper by plane as well. You want it to have great reviews, a good listing quality, and we talked about this BSR or bestseller rank. The lower, the better. The ideal sweet spot is between 6,000 and 15,000. And your goal is to just find one product. One product, that's all we're focusing on. Sell that one product 10 to 20 times per day. Now, I told you I was going to share with you how to find products that make $50 per day. So here's the math on that. If you aim for a $5 profit after all of your expenses per unit, you have that one product and it's selling $5 profit per item. You make 10 sales a day. That's $50 a day profit. If you have 5 products, that's $250 a day, guys. I don't know, $250 a day is pretty life-changing, right? If you do it for 1 year, you'll make $1,500 per month with one product and $7,500 a month with 5 products. And that's just making it a $5 profit per day. On my one little item that cost me 16 cents, I make more than $5 profit on that one item. So I know the products are out there and I know that you can find them. But look what Amazon tells you. Amazon says, okay, the people that look for that 3 by 3 by 3 box, they also look for the white box, the ivory box, the rose laser cut box, the black box. They look for all of these things. So if you wanted to, you could create your whole private label product brand and call it like B cubed for Bubba's Beautiful Boxes. And you would have a brand and you could sell the clear box, the white box, the ivory box, the rose laser cut box, the black boxes. And get this, guys, look at this picture. not only could you sell the 3 by 3 by 3, but you could sell the 2 by 2 by 2 and the 4 by 4 by 4 in the white box, the ivory box, the black box, the rose laser cut box, and the possibilities are endless. So what you want to look for when you have a product, you want to make sure it has a great title, because write this down. You're not selling products, you're selling keywords. You're not selling products, you're selling keywords. So if you have a 3 by 3 by 3 inch clear gift box, would you search for that, or would you search for box for baby shower gift, or box for baby shower favors, or wedding party? And you can see this particular seller, and if this is your product, I'm sorry, but this is a great product with great margins. You want to have a great image, and these images, I want to tell you about these images. Write this down too. You've always heard the saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, on Amazon, a picture is worth $1,000 or more. $1,000 or more. So look at this picture. It shows you, hey, you can use this 3 by 3 by 3 box to give the ingredients for s'mores, right? That's amazing. And so if it has the little prime check mark, that means the item is physically located in an Amazon warehouse, or they promise to get you the items within 2 days if they're doing fulfillment by merchant, which is FBM. Also for your bullet points, you want to make sure that you have really good bullet points on your items. And so that's the criteria that we're looking for. Now, you can look at the customer's questions. This is so important, and a lot of people overlook this, because if you look at the customer questions on your competitors' products, it will tell you how you can improve your product, right? And so that's what you want to do. Now, there's this the sales data that shows that this particular box, the 3 by 3 by 3, sold approximately 301 times per month. So that's about 10 times per day with that $5 profit, right? So this is a product that's making that $1,500 per month profit. Now, as I was sleeping, thousands were pouring into my account from my very first private label product. 1,237 items ordered in one day. Now, this day was very special. It was July 16th, 2015, and that was the very first Prime Day, July 16th, 2015. Now, I did not have to pay any advertising for this. Amazon just chose me. There was no Amazon badges back then. Amazon just chose my product because it had been selling very, very well, and said, hey, if you offer a 20% discount, we'll let you sell your product out at Prime Day. I said, okay. And the reason I said okay, and this is a tip for you as well, whenever you send your items into Amazon, you always want to increase the price. And so if my item was selling, let's say for $17, I would ship it into Amazon at a price of $20. Now, why would I do that? The reason I would do that is because if Amazon ever loses anything, they will pay you the price that you have it listed for on Amazon. So they never lost any of my private label product. But one time, a long time ago, when I was doing wholesale, I shipped 2 pallets of diapers to Amazon. Well, actually, I shipped 3 pallets of diapers, and they lost 2 pallets. I mean, how can you lose 2 big pallets of diapers? They were private label diapers, but how could you lose those, right? I don't know, but they paid me big money for them. So that was my thing. But listen, you want to know the cool thing? Once you've nailed the system, you can just duplicate it. All you have to do is just nail it with your own private label products, refine it down, take out the crap that wasn't working for me, and then find more products and more products and more products. So basically, you're going to follow a system. Now, secret number 2, you are incredible, and you can have a wildly successful private label product as long as you remember blank. Now, I want you to listen up, because this is so important. You have to know your why, and you have to take action in spite of all of your challenges. So this is my why. This is my amazing e-com rock star family. This is Big Papa with my 2 boys, Cameron and Carson. This was us last Christmas. And then my Roscoe is the sweet baby up on the left. He's our Cellini. And Bentley is our Mastiff. And I promise you, if you don't know your why, you're never, ever going to have enough gumption to get through the inevitable challenges that life's going to throw you. And life will throw you some curveballs. But I promise you, even if I give you absolutely everything you need, you're going to be tested a little bit. But if you have a system, it's going to make it a ton easier. So now I'm going to share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly, just so you'll know how bad that it got for me. And in spite of all of that, I was still successful. So who's ready to see the good, the bad, and the ugly? Okay, ready. I am. Okay, here we go. So the bad. I'm going to start with the bad because while zooming through the bad, I'm going to get to the good as fast as possible. So I'm going to be very, very honest here. As I sat in this blue plastic chair, leaning over this tiny incubator of my firstborn baby boy, crying because my newborn baby was sick and I could not pay the hospital bills. I was buried in student loan debt. I had been trying for ages to make money back then on eBay, and I was struggling. I was struggling so bad, and I saw my little baby boy fighting for his life, and I knew I could do better, and I had to do better for him. I was trying, and I was failing at trying to do too many things at once. I was selling these Code 3 fire trucks, and I was flipping them on Amazon. I was selling these Just the Right shoes. They were little shoes that were 4 inches long by this artist named Rain. And both of these products were private label products. And I knew, I was like, they're making this work and I'm buying it and flipping it over on eBay. You know, there was no more trying to get lucky. I was like, I need a system that I could rely on again and again and again to make money. And that is the difference that it made when I decided that I was going to follow a system. Now, the good, I get to make a difference in the lives of others. So you may be saying, what happened to my baby boy? Well, he got better. He got a lot better. He's now a happy, healthy 16-year-old who makes over $500 a day while he's sitting in his class at school. Actually, last Friday, he started driving. He got his driver's license, and so he is like running errands for us and driving all over town. So even though he was born premature, I taught him a system, and guys, now he makes more than his teachers do, and he's sitting at school, right? And this is something that you can teach your children as well. I get to make a difference in the lives of others. This is Miss Barbara. I call her Miss Barbara. When I first met her, she was 79. She's 83 now, but she's from, I say Chicago, but she's not from Chicago. She's from Illinois. She said, don't call me Miss Barbara, and I'm not from Chicago. So she's from Illinois. Her name is Barbara, and she was 79 when I met her and went all the way to private labeling with her scarves with her sister at the age of 83. And this is Amy. And Amy said, I'm officially debt-free, no house payments, no car payments, no student loans. And guys, these are kind of people that I get to meet. I think my most special one is this couple right here. This is Debbie and John. And Debbie and John had been married for 25 years. They raised a family. Guys, they never got to go on a honeymoon. They never even took a vacation in their 25 years. And I introduced them. Well, they had already been doing e-commerce. So they were doing e-commerce. And she is an amazing, and he too. I actually met both of them this last trip there in the Houston, Texas area. And I met both of them, and they took me out to dinner. It was so nice, and to get a big hug from both of them and to know that I made a difference in their lives. And this one too, I look forward, this is Andez Halliburton, and I look forward to meeting him. Andez lives in Jamaica, and he said, Becky is a real person, and the system that she has works. I met her here 6 months ago, and I was able to quit my job, enjoy the luxury that comes with working for me on my own time from anywhere, preferably the beach. And so I've not personally met Andez yet. He is on my bucket list to meet. I was actually invited to speak in Jamaica in January of 2020, and I've already talked to Andez and said, I'm coming to Jamaica and I want to meet you. So I'm going to meet Andez hopefully in January of 2020. So stick around. I'm sure I'll do a Facebook Live about that. And this is Julie. Julie, basically, she said she was out running some errands. She saw a cosmetic company. She found out that they were the manufacturer and they were selling on Amazon in Canada, but they were not selling on Amazon in the US. And so she got up the gumption and she went and asked them, and they said that she could private label their products. And she said, I'm following Becky's instructions to a T. I will be private labeling these products. Thanks, Becky, you gave me the confidence to do this. Another good thing, guys, I got to take my family on our dream vacation. We went on a Disney cruise. It was absolutely amazing to see my boys swimming with the dolphins, Big Papa, myself. It was still the best vacation we've ever taken. We're going to take another Disney cruise soon because now my nephew lives with us and we want to take him on one and let him experience an amazing Disney vacation as well. So would it be fair if I told you about the good and the bad, but now I'm going to tell you about the ugly? Whew, my heart just hurts looking at this picture, guys. Okay, so when I first started, my first sale was on Amazon March the 17th of 2014, and here is June 7th of 2014. Here's another from, well, June 7th was this shot. So March, April. So in 3 months, my first 3 months, I had already gotten a check for like $38,244.89 was a payment. And if you're a seller on Amazon, first thing I recommend is you create a brand new email account just specifically for Amazon. That's a must. Create a brand new account. And if you get one of these red flags, these performance notifications, you need to pay attention because, guys, I was suspended on Amazon. Amazon had $35,000 that I was supposed to get paid out. I didn't get paid out. And I was like curled up in the fetal position. I literally thought I was going to die. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was going to die. And I'll tell you what we were doing. At that time, we were selling wholesale back when I first started. And so we were shipping, this is a funny story and a sad story at the same time, but we were shipping supplements from our home. And we were shipping so much. Like one day I came home and there were like 200 orders on a weeknight. And so my boys, Cameron and Carson, got all their little neighborhood friends and all my online friends at that time. They were like, Becky, what are you selling? What are you selling? And so I always told my boys, if anybody ever asks what you're selling, you know, you never tell them what you're selling. So I don't even tell people what I'm selling. So the little neighborhood kids, you know, like, they were putting a bottle in the thing. They were putting a sticker on, putting a feedback slip, sealing it up. And we had a little assembly line going. And little Alex, he went home that night. And I guess his mom was like, well, Alex, you know, what did you do today? He's like, Mom, we're shipping medicine, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. So, of course, Miss Amy called me. It's funny now, but that was the turning point for my business, where I started following a system because I didn't want to send these items to Amazon to ship to the customers, right? I didn't want to give Amazon 33%. I was like, I can keep that 33%. We can form this assembly line and I pay these boys. No, 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 guys, because when you send those items to Amazon and they have that Prime mark by them, Amazon shows them to their millions of Prime customers that wouldn't even see it, wouldn't even see my product if I did not physically send it to Amazon. So it's worth it for the exposure to send the item to Amazon. The takeaway from this slide is always look at that performance notification and answer them. And if you have a dedicated email, it will make your life so much easier. Now, if you've already set up an Amazon account, and you go in and change like your bank account information or maybe your email, any of your private information, sometimes they will change your payment date. So if you're going to change anything, make sure that you change it like right after you get paid because they have this two-step verification system now and they want to make sure that you're the one that's actually receiving the funds, okay? All right, so selling your own products is amazing. And my secret is this. I would imagine my boys with tons of student loan debt and no inheritance. That was my stick. That was my bad thing, my going away from goal. I did not want my boys to have a ton of student loan debt and no inheritance. And then I would imagine them with an awesome education, no student loan debt, and an inheritance. And that was my carrot. That's what I was going towards. So I want you to think about this as I'm moving away from my stick and I'm moving toward my carrot. That's the whole concept here. Now I want you to do that for yourself right now. And if you have that pen and paper, I want you to write this down. If I don't create my successful private label product, blank will happen. And when I do create my successful private label product, blank will happen. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. I want you to write that down. And while you're writing that down, we're going to move right into the second P, which is the right place. Okay, the right place, sourcing your product. One place that you can go to source your product is a website called AliExpress.com. It's smarter shopping, better living. When you go over there, the 3x3x3 box, you can get 100 pieces for about $11, or you could get 1,000 pieces for about $100, right? So 10 cents, 9 cents each. If you order in larger quantities, you can go to the website Alibaba.com, and it is a website where most of their trade brokers, most of them are brokers, so definitely pay attention to that when you're going over there. But you want to make sure that you're ordering directly from the manufacturer so you get the cheapest price. But I don't want you to freak out, because the third P we're going to talk about is the right price. And you may just be ordering this 3x3x3 box. It may be the only thing. And they'll say, okay, I'm going to ship you a sample, but it's going to cost you $30. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, $30 for a box? Are you kidding me? Because you have to remember that box is going to have to get on this plane, you know, go across a couple of continents, depending on where you live, and then finally make its destination at your doorstep. So you need to take into consideration all of the cost. And most of the time, if you negotiate correctly, you can ask them to subtract the cost of your sample from your bigger order, and they will do it. So just to recap, we got the right place and the right price. So you're going to find your product on Alibaba or AliExpress. You're going to use the filters to find your best sellers and order directly from the manufacturers. You can contact the suppliers with any specific questions that you have, and respond to the suppliers that email you back, because they want your business. They want to communicate with you. And always, always, always order test samples. I don't care if you've ordered from them for 50 times. You always want to get a test sample. And you want to place your first order and wait. And this probably will be the hardest time for you, because you're going to be so excited. I know I was. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But you place your first order and you wait. And I promise you, while you're waiting, you can stay busy by working on your fourth P, which is promotion. So what is promotion? So in promotion, you're going to start to build your listing. You want 5 to 6 high quality images. I already talked about a picture's worth 1,000 words, but on Amazon, it could be worth $1,000 or more. You want to have a great title. Use your keywords, because you're not selling products, you're selling keywords. You want 5 bullet points that give the benefits and the features of your product. And you want one of your bullets to always be a guarantee, because on Amazon, the customers can't touch your item, they can't pick it up, they can't smell it, they can't feel it. All they can do is use their eyesight and read the description. So if you have a great bullet point and you reassure them by giving them a guarantee, you're likely to get a sale if you give the details and a benefit and always a call to action. So when you're shopping on Amazon, sometimes you'll see, like in that last bullet or in the last description, it'll say, add this product to your cart now so that you can, and then you give the benefit of the product. So what you want to do in the fourth P, you want to have an optimized listing to get those sales, and then that's how you rank up with your keywords. And then after that, you want to have great images, a great title, get those reviews honestly, because Amazon is cracking down, and then you're going to get conversions. And that's when you're going to start getting more and more sales, which really start into optimizing your listing, getting more sales, and ranking for keywords. And the higher and faster you rank for keywords, the quicker you're going to get on page one, because Amazon's just a big search engine. So all the customers are doing, myself and yourself included, is just typing keywords into Amazon, and then bam, your product pops up on the first page, and you are the winner of getting your product on the first page. So with the fourth P, the promotion, you want to make sure you have that great title. You want to make sure your bullet points are awesome, have an amazing image. And this product description, I put it on here as an example of what not to do. This is not a good product description. It doesn't really add anything to this product, so I personally would change the product description. Okay, so with promotion, you can create a Facebook page, or you can build an email list. Both of these tactics work very, very good. There's a whole lot that goes beyond, you know, growing your Facebook page. You can use mini chat now. You can build an email list. This is all into promotion of your product. So all you want to do in the beginning, you want to focus on sales and reviews only. Sales and reviews, sales and reviews. Forget about blogging, building a website, all these social media channels. There's so many of them, guys, and more coming out every day. My advice is to pick one. You know, Instagram is really good right now too. So if you wanted to just focus on Instagram, do Instagram. If you just want to do Snapchat, do Snapchat. But pick one and nail it down and laser focus on it and learn that social media channel, and your product will soar if you have the right product, the right place, the right price, and the right promotion. That's a recap of the 4 Ps. So guys, the bottom line is, I'm just an average girl that decided to try this Amazon business. I want you to get addicted to receiving these emails every 2 weeks, like $20,893. That was on 11/9/2014, and this is what I get every single day. I still have these. I haven't done this presentation since December of 2018, so I need to update the screen, but every day, every 2 weeks for the past 5 years, I've been getting an email that says your payment is on the way. Congratulations, your payment is on the way, and you'll receive it in 3 to 5 days. Okay, third secret, really, really quick. You don't need to be an expert or even a seasoned marketer to have your own private label product. Guys, this was my first private label product journey. It was a complete chaotic mess, and I don't wish that on anybody, nobody. Okay, this is my second private label product. Still kind of messy. I don't want that for you either. This is what I want for you. I want you to go from A to $signs with your private label product. So I have a question for you. A few minutes ago, when I asked you if you would write down, you know, if I create my first private label product, this will happen, and if I don't create my private label product, that will happen. Did you write it down? Let me know in the chat box if you physically wrote it down on a piece of paper, on your notes or something. So let me know in the chat box. Yes, yes. Okay. You're freaking supernovas, guys, because I think the world of you. You took action, and action takers are the one that make success happen. You actually took action. Okay, so I'm going to prove to you that anyone can create a successful Amazon business completely from scratch, even if you have zero experience or technical skills. All right, you ready? Look at this product. Are you kidding me? Butt Face Soap makes 660 sales a month. That's approximately 20 sales a day, with an estimated revenue of $4,415.40. I mean, one side is white to wash your face, the other side is brown to wash your butt. Are you kidding me? Guys, if they can do that, you can do it too. I promise you, you can. So let me ask you a question. What's better, to invent a brand new product or to model one that's already selling? Let me know in the chat box what's better, to invent a brand new product or B, model one that's already selling. Model, B. Yes, it's better if you model one that's already selling. Yes. So here it is. It's easier if you model what's currently working. So this 3x3x3 plastic box, you can purchase it for 9 cents on Alibaba. 50 of them are selling for $26.99. Now look at this. Amazon tells you right here, hey, the people that bought this 3x3x3 box, they also bought this twine, and they paid an extra $6.99 for this twine, and they bought them together, the box and the twine, and they paid approximately $34. Well, look at this. You can purchase that twine, one roll, for 56 cents. So you add a 56-cent item to your product and charge $6.99 for the addition of that product. Now, that's 56 cents for one. You will have to pay shipping to get it over to Amazon, but you get the gist. You can bundle products and make more money. Okay? So Amazon tells you, hey, the people that bought this also bought that. So pay attention to that when you're private labeling. It's easier if you model what's working. So these are some magnetic eyelashes. You can purchase them for 80 cents each. They're selling for $17.99 for one pair. If they can do it, you can do it. Guys, look at these pictures right here. This is a baby going on a trip. This is a mom playing with her baby. These are like little silicone travel buddy things that you put your shampoo and conditioner and things in. Look at that picture. I mean, that's amazing, right? That baby on that vacation is like, yes, I'll just throw this in there. So if I were going on a vacation and I had a little baby and I was looking for travel accessories, I would probably purchase one of these. And all they did was take some of their expertise and created a private label product. That's all they did. Do you get it? You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to know absolutely everything right now. And I promise you, my hand is on my heart right now. And I say this to you genuinely because people are like, oh, but Becky, you're the Amazon queen. You know all this stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Because seriously, some of my clients make more than I do on Amazon. But here's the thing. I gave them a system to help them be successful. And it is easier if you model what's working. Here's another example. This is a shoe light. It's 50 cents on Alibaba, selling for $10.99 on Amazon. Here's another item, 33 cents. 6 of them are selling for $10.44 on Amazon. This is Drew. Oh gosh, Drew, this is May. So Drew is actually getting married on May 31st, and he lives in India. And a couple of years ago, I helped him. He said, Becky, I saw your videos over and over. I have suggested you to Chinese friends and Indian too, who want to help. Now, when Drew came to me, he already had some private label training, but his product wasn't selling. And so he said, I had 7 sales today. I changed my title and keywords for darts. So Drew was selling darts and did not even have darts in the first part of his title or his keywords. And I'm like, oh my gosh, right? So he said that's what made it possible for him to get sales. He said, but you helped me a lot, so I am thankful to you. I have the brains, but I really felt nervous when the product was failing as I lacked experience. And then recently, Drew sent me another message, and he's like, hey, ma'am. And I said, hey, how's it going? He's like, all good. He said, I launched 2 more products. Actually, I had taken your course long back, remember? And I was like, Drew, that's so great to hear from you. I do remember. How are the new products launching? You know, they took off like a rocket, I hope. He was like, yes, it's good. I need your help today. You've been a fantastic mentor. So I was helping him with something that came up with his new products. Now, all he did was leverage the system that I had put into place. So the 3 cha-ching secrets that we covered tonight is you can research and find your own products that are already selling on Amazon. You are incredible, and you can have a wildly successful private label product as long as you remember this one thing. And you don't need to be an expert or even a seasoned marketer to have your own private label product. This is exciting, right? So I want to ask you, who is tired of not having a profitable private label product? Let me know in the chat box. And I'm talking like a wildly successful product that makes a difference in the world, that sets you apart from everyone else. Lorraine is saying me, Kathy's saying me, Beth is saying me, George is saying me, Tam is saying me, me. Yes. And who of you would like a full 100% no secrets look at exactly how to create your own private label product? Tina said me. Okay, so this is it, from A to dollar signs, cha-ching, for your private label product. I don't want you to go through the same steps that I did. Wow, the me's are flying. Corrine, Kimmel, Lorraine, all of us. Yeah, everybody does, right? This was my second private label product, and this is what I want for you. I want you to go from A to dollar signs, but more importantly, I want you to do it with happiness, and I don't want you to fall like I did and gain 50 pounds, but I do want to share that I've already lost 15 of those pounds. So I have 35 more pounds to get back to my pre-Amazon weight, pre-baby weight, pre-Amazon weight, because Amazon is my baby, right? So I just wanted to share that with you. And then I know that I went really, really fast on this webinar. I know that you're really excited, and I know that you want to know what the first step is. The Cha-Ching private label course is everything that you need. How to find the right product, how to find the right place, how to get the right price, how to offer the right promotion. And this is Tennille. I showed you a picture of her earlier. She said, I can't believe my first test product sold after only 1 month after purchasing the private label course. Then after my product went live on Amazon, I had organic sales without pay-per-click. Thanks, Becky. This is Pam. This one, she said, what I love most about working with Becky is her ability to drill down to the best keywords for a product. I entered the market with 2 highly competitive products in one of the toughest selling niches, and within the first few days, I saw my products ranking on Amazon. And now, weeks later, we're averaging 2 to 3 sales organically per day. That's when I first started working with her. Now look at this. OMG, this is crazy. The blank is now at 12,640 and number 95 in its main category, and the blank is at 33,734 and number 30 in its main category. Don't mind me. I'm just a tad bit excited to see all of this play out in real time. That's real people, real results. So I want you to think about this for a second. What are just 5 private label products worth to you? Just 5. If you have 5 products making $5 profit, each one of them selling $10 per day, or 10 a day, that's $250 a day profit, or $7,500 a month. That's with 5 products. Now, what if you only had 2 products, but they make $15 profit per day? You're selling 10 of each, so 20 a day. That's $300 profit per day on 2 products. Guys, that's the extra $9,000 per month. Now, there's 7.125 billion people in this world. Do you think you can make 20 sales per day? I think you can. And I want to set you up for success, because this is so important for me to say to you right here, right now, and I've already said it, what I get the most pleasure out of, what I run around the house like a headless chicken with, is when you call or you text or you send me a Facebook message and you're like, Becky, I made money. Becky, I just sold my first private label product. Becky, I just earned my first time online. That is way cool. That's what I want. That's the pleasure that I get in my life. So have you ever wondered what it's really like to be an Amazon seller? Guys, I know I made this seem super easy and simple. You have to bring out the big guns, right? Because there were times I felt not launching my private label course. I didn't want to do it. You know, nobody wants to learn from me. My mentor, guys, he even told me, he's like, Becky, don't make a course. Just go out and spend more time researching your own products. And I was like, oh my gosh, Becky, like pull your butt out of your head. No, just pull your head out of your butt. I've got that wrong. Pull your head out of your butt. Go out there and help people, right? And that's what I want to do. So my personal guarantee to you is I'm 100% confident that if you do what I tell you to do, you will succeed. So now I want to invite you to schedule a time to call me and talk to me on the phone. You can go to beckythames.com/call and schedule a time to call me. And I will share with you maybe what you need to do in your business, because maybe private label's not for you right now at this time. But I want to give you a strategy call. It's free, and I want to talk to you on the phone and help you make a decision that's best for you. So you can go to right now, beckythames.com/call, or you can email me at makemoneywithbecky@gmail.com. And I'd love to hear from each of you. Who wouldn't want to learn from you? Oh, thanks, Tina. That's very nice. So at this time, if you have any questions, I know I really want to thank you. You've been here with me for like an hour and 20 minutes now, and I do appreciate you. I appreciate your time, and I hope that you can see that I'm super passionate about helping you succeed on Amazon. So are there any questions that I can answer at this time? You can type them into the chat box. Oh, this is a great question. How much money do I need to private label my first item? Guys, that's a question that I get asked a lot. And I'm going to give you my personal experience. Remember I said I have that one item that's 16 cents. Now, if you are looking for like retirement income or something like that, if you're spending 16 cents and you're selling it for $9.95, it's going to take you a while to get to retirement on that, right? So I like to say, if you have a good $10,000, that's a great place to start, because I don't want people to say, you know, like, oh, I started with 1,000 and then you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. This is a business, and businesses take money to run. So I don't want to scare you off or anything, but if you don't have $10,000 to invest in a private label product, call me and I can help you come up with some strategies to get you the $10,000 so that you can private label your first product, right? But I don't want to set you up for failure. I don't want to sugarcoat anything. I want to be completely honest and share with you to really be successful, because not only do you have to have the right product, place, price, and promotion, so you have to get your product, you have to land it at Amazon, but the most important part that most people don't take into account is for advertising. You must advertise your product, whether you advertise it on Facebook or Instagram or within Amazon itself, because just doing an amazing listing and putting it up there is not going to cut it these days. Should I always look for a sales rank of products between 5,000 to 6,000? Kimmel, the lower the sales rank, the better. The lower the sales rank, the better. So 5,000 to 6,000 will give you that range of selling, depending on the category, of selling, you know, like 20 to 30 per day. Like I said, depends on the category. Some will sell more, some will sell less, but that's a really good range. I found one product recently, actually, I have samples coming. It was ranked number one, and it was a private label product, and I was like, really cheap product too, and I'm super excited to get my sample and test it. So number one, this dude was selling like dude or girl, I don't know how many. It was like about 100 to 200 per day. And now he has over 999 items in stock, so I can't tell how many he's selling, but it's a lot, right? Corrine said, this is awesome. I will email you. Awesome, Corrine. I look forward to chatting with you guys. If there's no more questions, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you listening to me tonight. Super pumped up, super excited. So call me. Oh, let me give you my phone number too. I'm going to type it in the chat if you want to call me. And just remember, I'm on East Coast time. So don't wake me up like in the middle of the night, because I do have to work tomorrow, right? So I can work this business in the nooks and crannies of my life. And depending on what you have going on in your life, you can work it in the nooks and crannies of yours too. Happy Tuesday. I hope you all have an amazing night, and I'll see you tomorrow on The Drive at 5. If you're not following me on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/make money with Becky, BeckyThames. That's going to take you to my personal profile. You can follow me over there, and I will give you information. Vida says, thanks for everything, Becky. You are such an inspiration. Vida, you're so welcome. Kimmel says, thanks so much. You are so welcome too. Guys, thank you so much. I'm getting hoarse, so I'm going to have to go for tonight. But I'll see you tomorrow on The Drive at 5. Good night.